Hello, it's Bob and Kathy from Up Trail 71. And we're back on another adventure, this time one of our favorite areas in lower Michigan, the Manistee River Trail. It's a 20-mile loop or slightly more maybe. We're starting at the Upper River Road trailhead. We're hiking the North Country trail side first, up to somewhere maybe around the bridge, or it's hard to say where we'll look for a campsite. And then we'll hike the Manistee River Trail tomorrow, back to the vehicle. And another thing with this trip is we'll be using a brand new tent. It's a two-person marmot tent. So we'll be trying that out for the first time. And actually, this will be our first time setting it up. So it could be very interesting. And for the ones that have been following our channel for years, you know we love our hammocks. Well, we've gained a little bit of elevation. It's a decent amount for this area. And we're going down a few switchbacks. We reached one of the highest points. I reached the pole road. Must be some power poles or something like that around here. And this is continuing on the North Country Trail. And another reason why we picked Memorial Day weekend was the bugs aren't real bad yet. Of course it's a little busier with people, but as you get into the woods here, we're a couple of miles in, you only see a handful here and there. And there's a lot of leaves on the trees. All of our trips to the Manistee River Trail in the past, it's been a couple of weeks earlier than this. There was very few leaves, so this is nice. Today's weather is near perfect. Right now it's right around 66, and they're predicting the mid-70s. There's a little bit of breeze, so that's feel nice. And of course, with a canopy of leaves, that helps a lot. And this trail is overall easy to hike. These hills, you may get about up to possibly 300-foot elevation gains. And it's mostly a sandy trail, and very few rocks and roots. And we must be about 3 or maybe 4 miles into this hike right now. Well, so far we haven't had any water sources since we left from the trailhead. I'm guessing at least 5.5 miles into our hike right now. This will be Eddington Creek. Should be coming close, and we'll filter some water there. Maybe we'll have a small lunch break. There's a couple of nice little campsites right next to the stream. So that's the first water source to see. And I'm thinking that Eddington Creek, we could take that spot right there, but we'd still like to continue on, get a few more miles before we set up. And this will be Eddington Creek, the best water source on the North Country Trail. We'll wait till we get to the Manistee River Trail to filter our water. I would be taking a little bit of a later lunch. That's okay. I'm guessing should be here within an hour and a half when we filter some water and find something to eat. We may start looking for a campsite then. We'll wait and see. At least with a tent, it's a lot easier just to throw it up somewhere. Like our hammocks, we'd be looking for 2 trees, which is a little more difficult. We stopped right here for a quick little lunch break. We just had some snacks mainly. And our regular meals are in here, and that looks good. Can't wait to eat that later. Now we'll be cutting off right here. The North Country Trail continues in that direction. Of course, I don't think we're going to hike that entire trail. Now we'll be on the Manistee River Trail for about the next, I'm guessing it'd be 11 or 12 miles. And another nice little water source right here. But the main water source will be coming very soon. And here we go, Manistee River. I just love this view right here. It's like a horseshoe. Yeah, no camping right here. On the other side, it looks like there's an open campsite, but more than likely by the time we get there, it'll be taken. But it's worth a try.
See, there's like a trail both. Never mind. You gotta turn around there.
Oh yeah. Now I can hear a stream. A little bit of one down there. Should be a very easy stream crossing, I hope. Oh yeah. Well, I crossed the little trees right there. That was easy. Looks like Kathy's gonna try the stream. There, now we're coming up to this gravel road, and we will take a right. So we'll follow this road for maybe about 400 feet. Then it goes back into the woods. A nice stream crossing. And it looks like some kind of a trailhead, or maybe there's a boat launch area here. I'm not really sure what that is. Then we'll be going back in the woods right up there. Now we're coming up to the Little Mac suspension bridge. I'm not sure how long this bridge is, but it runs over the Manistee River, and Manistee River is, I believe, the third longest river in Michigan. This bridge is really cool. And I love this river. You see some people fishing out there. You can feel sway in the bridge. And we got people fishing on that side. What? I'll take a quick look at the map. That's where we are right now, suspension bridge, and then we'll have a few possibilities for campsites on the way down here. So hopefully there's one open. Well, one thing I noticed is a strong scent of a smell. With all these flowers in here. So it'd be some kind of berries. That smells good. A nice little bridge crossing. Plenty of water in that little stream. Must have had some rain lately. Well, these views definitely don't disappoint. Oh, look at kayaks down there. Yeah, we continue on. Now I'll be crossing this little bridge, and this is where a nice little waterfall is. Small, but they're nice. It runs all the way down here. This looks like a nice spot. Got a fire ring right there. See, I dropped my pack next to a tree, and right next to that little waterfall. We're going to attempt to set up our new tent. This should be a little bit of a challenge since we haven't set up yet, except for in our living room. There, we somewhat got our tent set up. Of course, we're not really tent people. It's been quite a few years since we've actually done very much. There's some room in here. Not a whole lot of room in a two-person tent. But we're excited to give it a try. And we're extremely close to this waterfall, that small one. I hung up one of my lines that's tied up to that tree right there, and staked down to the ground, just because there's a little drop off right here, just for safety for at night. At least you can see it. It's reflective. Take a look at this waterfall. It's going to be nice sleeping next to this. Yeah, there it is. That's nice.
Oh, you got alcohol.
Yeah, I got my alcohol stove.
Probably lighter than what I have here. Probably lighter.
Get my windscreen around this.
Crazy.
Add some hot water to my little beef pasta meal, my peak 2. Now it's time to give this a try. Smells good. Now this is very good for a backpacking meal. I'll definitely buy it again. Want to give it a try? Oh, we're running very low on water, so it's time to go filter some in this stream right behind me. There. Now it's time to make a fire. Okay, we're just about ready to get to bed. Give one more good test with my Get Out Gear down quilt. And it's not a whole lot of room in this two-person tent from Marmot, but I think it'll be good enough. At least it's a good test. But anyway, we'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It's a little after 6 a.m. Slept good last night next to that little waterfall. Nice and peaceful. The sleeping pad that we use inside the tent is not the most comfortable. It's warm. Gotta get something better for that, but it works fine. Now soon we'll be breaking down our tent. Usually staying in a hammock, so that's different. Then we make a quick little breakfast. I'm sure it'll be something real fast and get on the trail. Well, we're now back in a trail. Well, this will be about, I'm guessing, around a 9-mile hike back to our vehicle. I'm gonna get some awesome river views. I can't wait to get back up on those banks. That's where you get the best views. Over there on the other side of the river, there's a large group of kayakers. We saw them go by our campsite last night. And they set up right there. Looks like they're having a good time. We'd have to film some of these awesome views. This is just beautiful.
Is there someone lost something, Bob?
Yeah, one of the kayakers must have lost something. Sleeping bag or something like that. Yeah, it looks like that's one of a safety type buoy. A beautiful morning. That's a cool spot. Little island right there. Breaks up the river. And check out some of these trees. Kind of growing right over the water like this. They're actually tipped over and then they just started growing normal. That's kind of cool. Now we're starting to get some of the best views around here. We get to climb up this bank, so it'll even be a little higher. This is a nice bridge that gets across over this, one of the nicest streams around here. I'm not sure what this is called, this stream. Could be a sign on the other side. But it's a good size, excellent water source, and there's a few campsites around here. You're right, at one time this was a log bridge, and then they replaced it a few years ago. Okay, we've now come up to one of these parking lots. I think it's called, yeah, Slagle Creek. And we met Daryl, 39 camper, here a few years back. We hear a stream down in the valley, and our water is getting very low, so this would be a perfect time to filter. I just finished filtering up our water. This is going to be our breakfast. We have something like this. Good old
Little
potato
salt.
chips. And then maybe getting on the trail. Oh, the hognose snake slithering in the bushes right here. Yeah, there he is. Get a little bit of a close-up of him. I think it's a hognose, I'm not sure. Or is that a water snake?
Probably a water snake.
I'm not sure. I think it could be a hognose. That's another cool looking spot. See some people with tents set up on a little island. And this will be kind of like a marsh area. You got this boardwalk going through. It's neat with all the different things you get to see on this trail. Yeah, this is a very nice trail and loop. Start out North Country Trail side, a lot of hardwoods, and a little bit higher elevation climbs. Then you get to go on the Manistee River, seeing the bridge, follow the river. It's really cool. And what kind of view we can get this time. Oh wow, it is definitely nice. And it's starting to get warmer. At least we got a breeze. So the wind feels good. I think I should grab a little bit of dirty water here. Just to be safe. Because we didn't filter a whole lot of water before. Well, you get some beautiful views from this campsite over here. Should be getting closer to the road in the dam area. So our hike maybe possibly 2 miles left to it. And now we're crossing the Red Bridge. So we're almost done with our 20-mile Manistee River Trail Loop. We're now back at the trailhead. It's another fun 2-day, about a 20-mile loop at the Manistee River. And we will catch you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. Up Trail 71.